Okay, this is not going to be a long video because I'm cooking and I've only got 10 minutes left. So I'm going to try and keep this within a 10-minute scale. But anyway, um, I had quite a good day today. I'm in London and I want to make the most of the museums. And the museum in Birmingham has basically been closed most of the year. And anyway, I came back. I watched this really shit film that I was completely ignoring throughout the whole of it because they usually give one free drink, but for some reason the person decided to give us well, my mum couldn't decide if she wanted the beer or the wine, and she spent like 5 minutes talking about which one to have, and the woman ended up just giving her both, and because she was giving her both, she gave me both. So I've had two drinks. I'm a lightweight. I haven't eaten anything all day, and I'm a little bit tipsy because of that. But yeah, the film was called Hard or something like that. I don't know. It was really ridiculous, and there was like two characters, a good one and a bad one, but they looked exactly the same. And throughout the whole film, I just kept asking my mum, "Is that the good one or the bad one? Is that the good one or the bad one?" I couldn't work it out. One of them was a bank robber. The other one was a cop trying to just expose these people, but to be honest, they both seemed like exactly the same people, and it was hard to kind of work out who was the good one and who was the bad one because they both seemed like bad to me. But anyway, I had a good day, but walking around the museum. Well, yesterday I did the art gallery, and today I did like the British Museum. But yesterday it occurred to me that almost every image of Mary doesn't look like me. Like I was looking around the museum, the English gallery, the British gallery, and I was just like, yeah, that's not definitely nothing like me. Like, it's weird because I can watch so many singers perform, and almost everyone, I guess, kind of resembles me in a way. Like, okay, technically the blonde hair is kind of what makes me feel like I'm more similar to them, and therefore, because Mary's always seen with like someone with brown hair, and I'm not brown hair, I feel like that's part of why I don't relate to the sort of Mary character that I always see in artwork. But it's not just the brown hair, like the facial, just everything about the Marys that I see in all the posters, just like, that's not me, that's not me, that's not me, that's how I was kind of feeling. And going around the art galleries, it doesn't bother me. I don't care that people are worshipping Mary. I don't care, like, it's a female, and she has some significance. But yeah, I would never say burn a Mary picture or anything like that. But it does bother me how I didn't look like any of them, and therefore, to me, walking around seeing images of people worshipping Mary just felt like images of people worshipping the average person, because that's all I see. The average person has brown hair. Technically, if I didn't dye my hair would be sort of brownish, but I've always dyed my hair ever since I was like 12, when my hair started turning brown. I was blonde until the age of 12, and then my hair started to darken. First of all, I turned to magic to see if I can use magic to try and turn it blonde, and I think it worked. I swear it worked for a couple of years, but it just became harder and harder, and then suddenly hair dye became the far easier option, rather than like sort of hours of endless trying to get it to be blonder, and it just slowly failing over and over. But yeah, anyway, it's just interesting because I was walking around just thinking, it just seemed people worshipping Mary seemed to be a reminder of how people are just worshipping something else other than me. That's kind of how I saw it, because I was looking at all the faces. I took a couple of pictures. I was going to post it. I haven't posted it yet, but I was looking at all the faces of these Mary characters, and it's not even the majority of them have brown hair, but it's not even that. It's just everything about the facial expressions, or the facial. They just look nothing like me, and so it seemed to be a reminder of it. But I was thinking how I would love to like create my own exhibition. Like, if I what that CENK Kenk from TYT. I'm going to call him Kent because that seems more sense. Kent sounds like a name. Kenk doesn't sound like a name. I don't know where this name came from. I think it might be a Turkish name maybe, but Kent seems to be he there was something he said in one of his rants about how evil Israel is and stuff, was that Obama just seems to be getting donations, and that all he seems to ever do is just be raising money to support his funders. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but I support Obama, And whatever he was saying against Obama kind of just made me more interested in what Obama was doing. So I have no clue what he's doing, and I have no clue what the American government are doing, nor do I have any clue what the English government are doing, nor do I have any clue what the shadow government is doing. But the more he insulted these characters, the more I felt support towards them. I support population reduction because I feel like the whole world is just draining my spirit out of me, and the reason why this sort of inverted spirit is being formed is because my normal spirit cannot cope with the number of people. He doesn't understand that. He doesn't realize that the only reason why there's some sort of unity between certain nations is because of the Holy Spirit. He doesn't realize the power of the Holy Spirit. He doesn't realize that there is such thing as a Holy Spirit. I think he's so anti-religion that he doesn't understand that there is actually a spirit that works and operates, but there's only a certain number of goes insane. But something he has said, which was that Obama just seems to be out to raise money, more and more money, he was saying. And that was kind of just ringing in my head. And I was just thinking, like, what is Obama trying to do with this money? Is it really to support the candidates? What candidates is he supporting? I don't know. I know that I support Obama, and I know that he's one of the best. He is the best president that I've if I was to say who I thought was the best president, okay, a couple of years ago, 10 years ago, I would have said Anna from TYT. But now that I've realized